And I've got to tell you, something absolutely unbelievable has happened. Last week, I had just a normal, average co-presenter. Very special. My co-presenter is extraordinary. He's unbelievable. He's unstoppable. My co-presenter this week, a champion, not just a champion, the first champion of the VRC 2022 campaign. And I've got to say, I'm humbled. I'm not worthy of this situation. I haven't heard a single thing. Is he there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just gobsmacked by that, mate. Thanks. Yeah.
Feeling good?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, you?
Yeah, I'm great.
Yeah.
But normally, I just mean you're feeling good because it's out the way now. You don't have to. You've got that monkey hanging on your back.
Yeah. No, it will be nice, but I'm fully expecting it to be another 3 years until I get another one.
I don't know. The form you've been running lately, it's you're looking good in a couple of championships there so far.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, thank you.
Here we are for week 4, isn't it? The pit stop. Week 5. Week 5. Oh my God, yeah. Where is 2022 gone?
It's flying by.
Seriously, it'll be Christmas before we know.
Yeah, absolutely flying by.
So week 5, and what a busy week we've had. It feels like a busy week. I mean, what we had? 1, 2, 3, 5 events this week. That's going some for us.
Well, that's fairly normal, isn't it? 4 is normal, and then chucking in the TVT. That's that.
Yeah. So we'll do our week in review in a second.
Yeah.
Just hanging back, chilling, letting people scurry over whilst they're eating their roast dinners. But I've got a pie tonight. I'm quite nervous.
We had
tonight. Oh, well, sorry. What would you having?
I was about to say, no, we had a fry up this morning and then roast dinner this afternoon. So.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm not. I try and fit that dinner in between this and the after this and before the race.
No, that's too late.
Late in the thingamajig household. I know. Well, what was it? I can't remember what it was. Was it the WRX or Team V2? There was one of. I think it was the WRX. I had to eat my dinner at the beginning.
Yes, yeah, WRX, yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable. I always tell, the slave that she's got to have dinner done by a certain amount of time, but I think she does it on purpose.
See, my rush is always on a Friday because we always get takeaway on a Friday, but I don't get home till about 6. Order a takeaway, and then it's like I'm sitting there pacing, waiting for it to come, so I've got enough time to eat it before having to be in the lobby. Normally just scrape through normally. Yeah.
And I'm currently in my scummy little hole outside in the little outhouse thing. But she's had the dryer on today, so it's so hot in here. It's unbelievable. I'm roasting. I've even had to open the door.
Nice.
I'm usually sat out here with my coat on, shivering, and now I'm absolutely.
Give yourself another 10 minutes, half hour. 10, 20 minutes or so.
What's that?
And then you'll be cold.
Yeah, no, I know it's going to get closed in a minute. I can feel the draft through it already. I'm thinking, I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't want to let that much cold in. So, yeah, well, we're up, we're running.
Yeah.
We've done our intros, I guess. Shall we get on with the week in review?
Yes, mate.
Whatever we call it, week in review. Well, welcome to the Pitstop, everyone. This is our weekly stop to have a little natter about all things VRC. I'd say in real life racing as well, but
other than Race of Champions.
About the Race of Champions.
Yeah.
I think I read something. Has it finished?
I don't know.
I
can't remember the format.
Well, that's rather embarrassing. Have you heard anything?
No, not really. I watched one of the races earlier, but that was about it.
See, I thought I'd read that a sim racer won it. Oh, or he beat Vettel.
Really?
And he's not even a racing driver. He's a sim racer or something like that. But I don't know because it's Facebook, and I never know whether or not to believe Facebook.
Yeah, it can be a bit ropey sometimes, can't it?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure I read something about a sim racer that was in it and absolutely destroyed the field. So just goes to show sim racers are better than real racers. It's money that's the difference there, not talent.
Not talent, no.
So here we are then for our pit stop, and we'll kick it off with last Sunday evening's action with those cheeky little Golf Mark 1 GTIs, and that is fun watching them.
Oh,
I've
mate.
got to say, it is an absolute blast watching those cars go around. They look swift as hell. They brake on, I don't want to use dive because that's American, but they brake very short distances,
Yeah.
and they can turn quite nicely. So, yeah, it was...
They are really, really fun to drive. Really fun.
they're fun, are they?
Yes.
Nice. Well, I did a bit of testing in it, but I mean, when it's in that group, when you see about 4 or 5 of you ripping around, and I'm like, oh my lord, how can they all just sit in that little bunch? But you all seem to be able to do it, and it's great.
As you were saying, I think it was last Sunday, with them, you go for a move on one person. If you don't pull it off, you fall right the way back to the back.
It is. It does look like that. You see people going for a move up the inside, then they think better of it, pull out of it, and then 3 cars are all ready just to jump by.
Yeah.
It's great.
It is fun.
It's so we had 3 races, 3 sprint races, 15-minute races at Suzuka East for round 2 of the Golfs, and Digi took the first win of the first race of that round. He's handy, and he is Digi. He's always there.
Yeah. Well, what's Digi had so far?
Well, he gave you a run, didn't he? He gave you a run right over the... Well, we'll get to it. I'm jumping ahead. So, Digi took the win. Now, on the night, Barry Twins got second place, but I think the stewards had a look at their incident between yourself and him, and felt that he got a penalty for that.
Yeah.
So, Binko was promoted up into second place, and Skyjacker got promoted up into third. So, awesome stuff. That was the first race. Second race, Binko took the win ahead of Skyjacker and Digi in third place, sorry. And then the final race, the Russian sensation back again. And he's up there on the top step, Shiren taking a win with Digi in second and Skyjacker in third. I mean, you can just see, but I mean, I know this round it seems to be a lot of the same names, but it mixes up so much during the race. Anyone could take a win or get a podium in that series.
Yeah, I mean, like as you said, I know Barry did take a podium in the first race. It was just obviously I submitted it because I felt like I was forced off track, but just to reiterate it here that when we send anything in, we don't ever even get involved in anything. We don't interfere in any way, shape or form.
No.
So yeah, I'm gutted. I took your first podium off you, Barry. But I'm sure there's more in there, mate. You got definitely more in the locker coming.
Definitely.
So
he was looking feisty in round 2. He really was, and and other things he's been looking at rather good. He's definitely moving up the pack for sure. So so that was golf. The golf table stands at Binko is leading on 100 points. Then we have a Skyjacker and Digital Blasphemy joint in second on 86 points. Then Shiren in fourth on 84 points, only 2 points behind you guys. Koikart fifth in 60 points. Then Electric in sixth on 58 points. Rido seventh on 57 points. Barry Twins, in eighth on 54 points. UBD in ninth on 41 points. And Urban Pirate on 18 points, but he was only in the first round. But yeah, I mean, it's so tight, isn't it? Koikart 60, Electric 58, Rido 57, Barry Twins on 54. It's and up at the front it's tight as well. Well, Binko's run away with it a little bit. You guys are going to have to start getting in Binko's way.
Yeah, well, that's the plan. That's the idea.
Start taking points away from him.
Yeah.
But yeah, the golf. It's going quite nice. I am a bit nervous about tonight. I don't know if have we ever streamed a BB Raceway?
Yeah. Max 5. I can't remember what season it was, but Talleyrand went double hard tyres, and you were shocked by it.
I do remember now. He shocked us all, didn't
he? Yeah. I don't recall anything else off the top of my head that we've done there. Not off the top. Well, I don't know.
No.
I'm sure we have done stuff there before, but I can't recall it right now. Max 5.
I remember we did.
Sticks in my head.
I remember we did Days of Thunder years and years ago when the other advocate did. He liked his NASCAR.
Yeah.
And I think we did it there because I remember well, they changed it. I'm sure they changed it. I'm sure lap cars are ghosted in the first round, and then in the second round, I think they'd taken the ghosting off or something. So I was there like a lap down, just thinking, that's all right. They're all just going to drive through me, and I just got in everyone's way because I wasn't ghosted, and it was embarrassing. But these things happen.
Yeah. Shit happens,
you should let that be a lesson. Never rely on things like ghosting. Just try and get out of the way.
Yeah, but you can never trust GTS's ghosting anyway, can you?
No, you can't. Definitely not. I see that when people drive back on the track and they're ghosted, and then as soon as they touch the tarmac, the ghost stops, and then all these cars go ploughing into them, and you're like, oh, how would they know? How would anyone know he looked ghosted? And just last minute, I think someone went up someone's rear, didn't they? Because they were ghosted. It was just nice and easy.
When you take into the fact that a lot of people race on bumper cam, so they have no view of their car whatsoever. So they really would not be able to tell if they were ghosted or not.
No.
So yeah, the easiest thing there is do not rely on ghosts. But on the Days of Thunder, that was a great series. It's just a shame that it never took off.
Not many people entered it. It was like the Group 3 cars. They were on quite tight tracks. I remember
it was all short tracks, short tracks.
Yeah, all on BB Raceway, and that silly one. I can never remember what it's called. It's not Toyota Driving Park, but it starts with a K.
Which one?
I think.
What, oval track?
No, it's not an oval.
Oh.
It's that one. It's really short, but it's got so many turns in it. We're doing it this season.
Oh, Horse Mile.
No, we're not doing that this season in golf. God, I'll drop that. No, I'll get there. Trust me.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look. Tsukuba.
Tsukuba, that's it. It doesn't start with a K. It's got a T at the beginning of it, but yeah, Tsukuba.
Yeah, that's just that's an extended go-kart track, isn't it? Really.
I know, and in Group 3 cars, that was an experience and a half.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So that's our golfs. Then on Tuesday night, we had a round 4 of the rival series, Dragons Trail Gardens. And the Subarus are carrying it on. Those Mitsubishi boys, they can't. I think they're doing well. Well, they're doing okay on points, I guess. But they're getting good positions in the races, but they're just not getting them wins, you see. So in the first race, Bunny took the win in his Subaru with Homesick Alien in second in the Mitsubishi, and Katula. Seeing Katula again on the podium. Great stuff.
All good. Hello?
Hello, yeah. I can hear you for a second.
Sorry, no, I was just saying it's all good stuff to see Cthulhu back on the podium. Always good.
Definitely. So, yeah, that was your top 3 in race 1. Then in race 2, and both of them were what? 40-minute races or something? 30-minute races? Something like that, 40 or 30-minute races. I think there were 2 30-minute races, weren't there?
Yeah, I think
it changes every time for rivals. Yeah. So, Bunny took the second win in the second race. Racer Brown in his Subaru getting second, and Shiren on the podium after his win from Sunday evening, appearing on the podium in the rivals in his Mitsubishi. Still, there's always Mitsubishi still trying to get it in there, so fair enough. But I think this definitely is a Subaru season. Not that people in the Mitsubishis are being dicked or anything. It just seems like the Subarus are running well.
Yeah, I did call that at the start of the season, though.
You did say Subaru. Yeah. So, Racer Brown still at the top of that table on 169 points, but Bunny is second on 163 points. So he's chasing him down, and those 2 wins would have helped greatly. Homesick Alien is third in the Mitsubishi on 158 points. Shiren is fourth on 146 points. Then Arido is fifth on 114 points. Then we have Guesty in sixth on 97 points, and I did a cheeky guess it with Guesty's drop score because Guesty's missed a round, and him and Rido. If Rido dropped his low score right now, them 2 are on exactly the same points, Guesty and Rido. I'm pretty sure.
Rido's
So
drop is
there's a real-
17, so
Yeah.
yeah, they'll be close. Yeah, if they're not on exactly the same, yeah, they are on exactly the same points.
Yeah, so tight battle between Rido and Guesty on a Tuesday evening. One to watch out for. Pat in 7th for Subaru. Jim in 8th for Subaru. They're both on 88 points. Trish GG in 9th on 78 points for Mitsubishi. Joker's in 10th on 76 points. So it's still tight. It's tight up and down all of our tables. I mean, it's just lovely. 11th is Turtle for Mitsubishi with 62 points. Katuna in 12th for Mitsubishi on 61 points. Rubikster in 13th for Mitsubishi on 57 points. And Uncle B Darren is 14th on 17 points. That's just the drivers, though. Moving on to the manufacturers. Subaru, well, it's out of 2. So Subaru at the top of that one on 715 points. And Mitsubishi trailing behind them on 659 points. So a good, 56 points behind. Still plenty of time to go, though. We're only halfway through that championship.
Yeah.
And we've got 2 mud tracks, maybe 2. There's Sardinia again, but I think Sardinia was mud last time, so I'm guessing that's just the normal road track.
Yeah, so Colorado and Fisherman's Ranch next, then Sardinia and Suzuka. Oof.
So all can change in the Rivals series, and it's been going really well. Racer Brown should be really pleased with that one. I don't know what his next rivals are. Has anyone heard any rumours of the rival he's thinking for the next time round?
He spat some ideas at me when he first conceived it, but I'm not going to say anything.
No, of course not. I mean, the only one that jumps to my mind is Ford and Ferrari, but that's just because of that Le Mans film.
But yeah, I mean, you could do BMW, Mercedes, Viper, Corvette. Yeah, There's several you can do. Jaguar and Aston Martin.
Yeah. So plenty out there. Then moving on to our Thursday evening, we wrapped that one up. We've wrapped Division up now. Division Gran Turismo for round 5 at St. Croix. And in the first race, Digi took it by an absolute storm. There was no stopping that man. You could tell he was up for it. I think he pulled it.
Yeah. And
just went on to win. Absolutely great drive from Digital Blasphemy. Shiren again on the podium. Look at him. He can't stay away. So Shiren finished in 2nd, and Bunny got 3rd. No sign of Skyjacker in that top 3, and he was trying to win a championship that night.
Spin. A certain someone made a reappearance. Yeah, made a reappearance. Yeah, fighting too hard.
Well, it was all on the line, wasn't it? You had to go for it, I suppose. And then in the second race, Shiren took the win. So 2 wins this week from Shiren, and a podium in each round.
Yeah.
So great stuff from Shiren. Digital Blasphemy getting 2nd place in that race, and a Skyjacker getting a podium in the end, just about securing himself a champion. I say just about. I thought it was about a point, but you ended up 4 points ahead.
Yeah,
so
both me and Homesick dropped the round 5 as our drop score.
There you go.
So yeah, that was the difference. But yeah,
Skyjacker top of the table at the end of the season with 123 points. Homesick Alien in 2nd on 119. Digital Blasphemy in 3rd on 117. I think you should add another round because everyone's too close. Shiren's on 113 points in 4th. Bunny is 5th on 105 points. Uncle B Darren finished 6th on 79 points. Joker's in 7th on 76 points. Electric finished 8th on 66 points. Turtle in 9th on 64 points. Barry Twins 10th on 58 points. Alphanut in 11th on 56 points. Catula in 12th on 55 points. 5GG in 13th on 33 points. Rido 14th on 31 points. And Simon 15th on 5 points. But obviously those guys at the bottom didn't really
race.
Do full seasons. No. But yeah, so congratulations. Huge congratulations to yourself.
Thank you.
Big, and being the first champion of 2022. It's at least 4 weeks until we talk about another champion. So
Yeah,
you can milk that one.
Yeah, it'll be a while till my poster leaves, like the nearest bit when you jump onto the Hall of Champions.
Yeah, I saw that today as well.
But yeah,
very nice. That car livery is lovely.
Something you said the other day on the stream was 535 or 55. 531 races. It's taken me.
But you reckon there could be a few more?
Yeah, obviously we've not been able to add things like dots and XTCC into it because we don't have the data. But yeah, give or take 550 odd VRC races.
And you finally cracked that nut.
Finally.
It's brilliant, man.
Yeah.
I was so shocked.
Oh, thank
I
you.
was bouncing. That's all right. And then it's a week off next Thursday, I believe.
It is.
Taking a break, a Champions break, a Hamilton's break.
Well, no, it's not.
Leaving Twitter alone and...
No, I'll be...
no, that'll be Homesick Alien, won't it? Homesick Alien, leaving Twitter alone and stuff.
I'll be holding a practice lobby for PRC on Thursday.
Okay.
So, but yeah. What's next then?
PRC?
For PRC, yeah.
PRC, sorry.
For the Rimmers Championship.
PRC, I was going to say, but yes, the Pacific Ring job.
Yeah,
Can't wait for that. That's going to be brilliant. See how those cars do against each other. Then, is that enough? Shall we talk more about your championship? I don't know. I don't want to walk away from it too quickly.
Walk away, mate. That's fine. That's fine.
Now, I don't think there's been a table released for the WRX Challenge yet. No, yet. Lego Mitchell, was it? No, it was Suzuka.
Suzuka.
Yeah, it's 60 minutes of Suzuka. So, yeah, the table's not been released for that yet, but I can tell you what the results were on Friday evening. And a 60-minute race they had in those manic Scoobies. They really do look crazy when people are driving them around. You could just see them wriggling around as they're trying to apply a bit of an accelerator coming out of a corner, and you can see it just does not want to do it. It's like a fucking horse. But it was a classic race.
Getting the foot down, it likes getting your foot down. It doesn't like turning in when you're braking.
Right. It's just I see a few of them, and maybe you can see the cars just sort of wiggling a bit mid-corner, and I usually think that's them trying to get, but that must be them trying to turn.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it depends on how they got their diff set. If they got their diff set, to the back, it's going to be wiggly. But I don't know. I always find that it does come out the corners quite well if you can manage the understeer. But it wiggles under braking a lot. It snakes under braking.
Yeah, lovely. They look great anyway. But for that race, round 5 at Suzuka, 60 minutes, Racer Brown took the win from Guesty in second, and Homesick Alien rounded out that top 3. And but it was manic, that race, 60 minutes, and it was full on racing all the way. Yeah, I'm sure I could find races. I was struggling at one point because I think it was something like, was it like second, third, and fourth were all in a battle, and 6th, 7th, and 8th were in a battle, and I didn't know where to go. I was like, I don't know who to watch.
It was in the last stint, wasn't it? It was a bit chaotic in the last stint. A lot of cars closed up on each other. I know there's not one officially, but I have done it.
Oh, you have you?
Yeah. Do you want me to read it?
It was a sneak view. Go on, then. Why not?
Okay.
Is that post stewards or pre-stewards?
No, post. Well, it's post stewards, but the report hasn't been released yet. Give us a sec then.
Go on then.
Okay.
Not bad for Tyler in that one. Tyler Under lucky he's going to get a podium, didn't
he? Yeah,
one less lap and that was it.
Yeah, well, yeah, he struggled with fuel, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, so leading the championship is Racer Brown on 249 points. Matt Psycho's in second with 232. Homesick Alien, Homesick Alien in third with 223.
Okay.
Guesty in fourth with 210. Anton Poika, who missed the round, obviously, is 190. Talleyrand, 189. Me in 7th on 145. Barry Twins in 8th on 116. Bunny in 9th on 114. Turtle in 10th on 103. Electric in 11th on 92. Pat in 12th on 89. Jim is 13th on 68 points. Yokas is 14th on 47 points. UBD is 15th on 35 points. And JTX is 16th on 32 points. With Rido in 17th on 19 points. There you go.
I think he's dropped out now, though, hasn't he, surely?
Pass.
No. I didn't know if he'd said anything, but I saw he was in the practice room when I was going into the lobby of the WRX.
Obviously, the boss man's looking after WRXC this season, so I don't know what's going on. No. I know, obviously, we had a shed load of reserves and
I know that's what I thought,
all that sort of stuff. So.
And then a one-off out of the blue Saturday evening. We had
another Amigos race.
Yeah, we had a team. Sorry, I just noticed at the top of me iPad, it's got my headphones in. I'm wondering what I'm streaming through, if I'm going through my phone or if I'm going through the iPad.
Well, we can hear you okay, either way.
Oh, that's all right. It's working one way or the other. It's just because I have the iPad in front of me. I just noticed at the top it's got headphones in it, and I thought, why is that? iPads don't connect to that usually. But yes, so the Team VT. I haven't seen any points or anything like that. They did it for the other championship, didn't they? But I think Koikart was still asking for people for incidents today, if they had any.
Okay.
So I guess that they've not sort of points out for that or anything.
So it's not that Amigos haven't done the points because they lost?
I don't know if they did though, did they?
I don't know. Sure. I bounced in and out of the first race, and then I didn't manage to catch any of the second race.
Right. Oh, right. Well, the second race, dramas for the VRC. It was looking good. But anyway, we'll go through the first race then. At Yamagawa, 30 minutes in the MX-5, or the Mazda Roadster touring car. I think they're the same.
Yeah.
And the VRC boys looked absolutely solid. It was quite embarrassing as a commentator. Not embarrassing, but I didn't know what to say, because you don't know. They said they were going to put in their sort of like midfield pack guys, and we were going to put our midfield pack guys in. And then when qualifying happened, I think we had like the first 4 places or something on the grid.
We were all on softs.
I know, and I didn't catch that in qualifying. I made a right mess of it, because then at the beginning of the race I was all confused why they were on softs, and I sussed out afterwards. They must have qualified on softs, and that's why we looked, or why VRC had the front sort of 2 rows.
Yeah.
But yeah, qualifying looked good, and the race was looking nice and strong for a while. But then, when the pit stops happened and our guys put their changed their softs to mediums, they just started falling backwards. Like Rido looked like a solid podium for most of the first half of the race, but he just couldn't. He couldn't on them mediums. He just didn't have the pace, and all the Amigo boys came back at him. It was exciting stuff. But the finishing top 3 was Daz. Our man Daz, not unstoppable, I've got to say. The man was unstoppable. He was unbelievable. He was great for the Virtual Racers Club.
I did see he was spanking it out in the lead when I jumped in and out. He was miles in the lead. So well done, boy. Well done.
Yeah, well done, Daz. And then in second place, Bupta Boy for the Amigos, and in third place, Dog for the Amigos. And that Bupta Boy, oh my God. I've actually called him, I didn't call him anything, but when I was going through the names at the very beginning, and his name, I caught his name, and the Bupta Boy, I was like, oh, it sounds like something my 14-year-old would call me to say I'm gay or something. And then I was like, oh, no, I'm really sorry, Bupta Boy. I didn't mean that you're, I'm not casting aspersions or anything like that, or trying to be derogative. My 14-year-old's derogative all the time, but not me. But yeah, Bupta Boy got a great second place. It looked like Dog was the only contender against Daz at one point. But Bupta Boy, as soon as he put those soft tyres on, he came alive. He really did. But it was really difficult to say, because for the longest time there was like a little gang of about 5 cars all driving around battling each other, and it could have gone either way. But I think their fuel as well, I saw in the chat as well, the VRC boys was really surprised how well the Amigos managed their fuel. They all came out of the pits with a lot less fuel on than the Virtual Racing Club boys put in.
Okay.
I mean, we put in about 3/4 of a tank, and they were only putting in half a tank. They did pit like a lap or two later because of the medium tyres situation, but still, it seemed like I thought they were going to struggle on fuel in the end, but they seemed to do okay with their fuel. So well done to the Amigo boys, a double podium there, and well done to Daz. Then at Lago Maggiore for the second race, reverse grid, obviously. Obviously it was a reverse grid rolling start, but still a very exciting race, and we were leading. Jocus and Turtle got themselves right up there, and we're leading early doors. But I think Jocus had some sort of like massive internet problems. He said everyone just started spinning off the road. He couldn't see anyone. They were all spinning off the road and everything. And I have seen that before I've been booted out of a lobby where you're driving around and then suddenly all the cars go haywire and go sideways off the track and things like that. And you're thinking, what's going on here then? But for us on the stream, it looked like Joker's late brakes into Turtle's rear, and both of them ended up spinning in the corner and losing the lead. But as it turns out, it was just one of those things. I don't think anything could have been done about it. But it was exciting. It was exciting when it happened. Anyway, I exploded. But and Turtle, well, we'll quit it to that. Whitesnake won it in the second race. Dog came second, and Buckter Boy came third. Turtle finished fourth. He went to the back of the pack after his moment with Jokas. And he had an absolutely cracking drive. Daz also was on an absolutely solid drive, but he had a bit of a coming together with Urban Choir, I believe it was. And he'd already driven from the back, got himself up to about fourth or third, then had a coming together with Urban Fire and dropped back again because the field was so close. He had to do it all over again. And I think he even had another incident. I think he'd done it again, got close. I don't know if he had an incident with someone, but I think something happened to put him back a couple of positions again. So it was exciting, though. It was very exciting. You don't need to watch it now, because I told you.
Yeah, no, I will still watch it. It's just the time at the moment. But I just thanks to all those guys who represented us. No matter where you finished, no matter what sort of race you had or anything like that, you've done us proud. And I know I've been told that you were all squeaky respectable and above board and whatnot. So well done. Roll on the next one, whenever that'll be. Coy.
Yeah, well, I was saying that I wanted one for next week. It was so much fun. I think there should be a team v team championship run with them Mazdas. Get on it, quicker. You know what to do.
Well, a team versus team, like group versus group championship might be interesting if they'd be up for it.
Of course, if they'd be up for it. But it was good fun, and they've done well. They like I said, they raced well. I mean, I've heard there's a couple of incidents. Turtle feels I think he had something on him as well. The only one I really spotted was the Daz one. And there was one once where I think I told Turtle off during the stream because he didn't seem to leave much room. But I think that may have been payback. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I think he felt that was done to him, even though we don't do payback in the VRC. But what can you say? In the heat of the moment.
Okay.
I don't condone it. I don't condone it, but
Coy's just messaged me. Apparently, he's in talks with Art about doing a team versus team versus team versus team versus team league. So,
well, that would be cool.
Racer Brown,
cool. He's gonna come and say, "I gave him plenty of space," and Digital Blasting's got his hand up.
Yeah.
Well, we've done the week in review.
Yeah, get him up.
Not much else. So, who do you want first? Digi to congratulate you.
Digi's had his hand up the longest. Digi's had his hand up for quite a while.
All right, Gigi, time to come up. We've just got to get Digi to tell Skyjacker how wonderful he is, and he was beaten easily.
How you doing, guys? This is really rubbish guy the other day. No, well done, mate. Well
Thank
done.
you.
To be fair, I hadn't looked at the points for a little while because after Japan, I wasn't. I thought I was totally out of it, so I haven't even bothered looking at the points, and I only knew that I was in the running from watching the replay afterwards.
Okay.
Oh, you must have thought I would have tried harder to win that second race.
Well, mate, I always try as hard as I can. It's just straight up and down as that. I mean, even in the bad ones, I still try my best, and it is what it is sometimes, you know what I mean? There's always one track that screws me, and it always seems to be bloody Suzuka.
Oh, I love Suzuka.
Okay, that's going on every single calendar now. Okay. Suzuka is in a lot of my calendars anyway, but
yes, I know, mate. I know.
No,
You gotta have something in there to beat me, yeah.
well, no, 'cause to be fair, I thought that Bathurst was going to be my bogey track. Turned out to be Saint Croix. But yeah.
Mate, I love a bit of Senkwame. I love a bit of Senkwame. Just to touch back on the team versus team thing, there's two things. Bukta Boy is the only person that I've ever heard of that was driving with them like the other day. So the possibility is that they actually did pull out the lower league drivers. As I say, I don't know. I haven't been in and amongst them for very long. So yeah, it was good to watch, and everybody kept their noses clean and represented the VRC like how I like VRC to race. And obviously a win would have been lovely, but it is what it is.
Well, Gaz got the first win, so we got one each, I guess.
I mean, overall, as a team.
Yeah. I mean, it's something we don't do. We don't encourage like teamwork, if you get me. When you go into a team versus team.
What I will say is all of them would have all been in lobbies at some stage for about a week and a half, 2 weeks leading up to this thing, driving nose to tail, working out slipstreams, all of that sort of stuff. They will have done it, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's probably how they worked out that fuel thing, because it did seem like they got their fuel to do a lot better than our guys did.
And I learned how to fuel save at ART.
Yeah, so they probably had the same teacher as you.
I guarantee you they did. Langston probably was on their cases for a good little while. I mean, there's a few people that know how to fuel save there. So, but all in all, good little thing. What I was going to say was, is there any way to get Grid Finder involved in these team versus teams?
Well, if we get a PC and start playing on PC, then
that's the sticky thing with Grid Finder. They do seem very either F1 on console or PC orientated.
Okay.
GT7 might kick. You got to remember, GT4 is a really old game for a company like Grid Finder. I suppose they might think, well, even though it still gets a lot of people involved in racing on it, but maybe with GT7 coming up, Grid Finder might find a new, lease of life
for Gran Turismo.
I mean, it's just a thought. You guys got more info on Grid Finder. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I hadn't heard of them before.
I'll be honest with you.
That's not hard for me.
All of the members we've had come through, we've only ever had one person from Grid Finder who's found us via Grid Finder. It just, for me, I don't know, it is more PC focused, Formula One focused. But yeah, anyway.
But I think you can advertise stuff. I don't go on there a lot. I get confused. I think I went on the website a couple of times and then they changed the whole thing. And then when we did the livery competition, I was getting my head around it and learning. I made a bloody membership thing, and I'd written something on there because you can write a review or something, and did all the stuff they asked us to do. And I got around it like that. But when I was just sort of looking in general, I was just like, I can't really find anything that suits sort of like your PlayStation sort of player on here. I was looking at the commentary side of things as well, because I knew someone was looking for a commentator. They'd asked me to do it, and I was like, I couldn't. So, and I said, try Grid Finder, and they said they'd already had. Okay, I think that was the thing that happens on Sundays.
Okay, but I don't know. I think the idea is great. And I think it's worth following, and obviously I still, for guys that always post on Facebook asking for a league based in Australia or the US or something like that, I always put at Grid Finder, but I don't know, just I think they're not just there, they're not quite there yet for Gran Turismo and whatnot like that, but you never know. But I think it's a good shout, Digi, and we'll certainly look into it. Definitely.
Well, I think, we can put adverts on there anyway, saying we're looking for teams to join a TV team thing. So, but you're all good, Digi? You're doing well lately, man. You're in the golfs, winning them, you're winning VGT. It's your silverware's growing, isn't it? You gone?
Yeah, did you?
Did you?
He might have dropped his phone in the bowl or something like that.
He's probably just run up to a door to drop off a camera. He's gone.
Don't do that no more. There you go, his hand's back
Right
on.
then, Turtle.
Go on, Turtle.
I apologise for whatever I said. You guys are going to tell me off. I left him plenty of room. There was a whole curve there. Well, I've invited him up, so he's welcome to come up and chat. Oh, Digi got his hand up again. Too late now, Digi. You dropped out. You didn't want to play. It probably isn't working because there he is. I hear him. Go on then. Tell me how wrong I am, Turtle.
50-50.
No? Fair enough. I'll concede.
Well,
Great race though in that second race, man. I've got to say, hats off to you. I mean, your head didn't go down when you went right to the back with you and Jokers having that moment, and then coming back up to fourth. That's a cracking drive. It has to be said.
well, to be honest, if I didn't have the crash with Jokers, I had my eyes set on 1, 2, and 3. Me as winner. Second, Des. Third, Jokers. That was my eyes. Yeah, and then
it could have been done.
well, I've been looking at the replays now. I was one of the fastest on the mediums. I was even faster than a couple of soft drivers. So I took my chance, and when, to be honest, and Jokers knows about it, everybody just knows also, when I crashed, I threw down my headphones, I screamed deeply out, and from that moment I was in the zone, and I was driving like nobody was there.
Your name's not really Max, is it?
No. No, because the funny part was that the boy, or gay boy, like we know it.
No.
No.
I know. Well,
it sounds similar. I don't know what it is that Minippa says, but he says something like that, and I'm not. It's like Bob. I don't know what he calls me, but apparently it's when he's calling me gay without him calling me gay. And I'm saying that's pretty difficult when I'm married to your mum and I made you. But okay.
Okay.
Well, it's a funny username. It's a strange username. I don't know. I don't want to say anything. I've said too much.
Yeah.
Well, when you look at look at my lap times, and then Butter Boy, White Snake, and Canaan, am I right? I was very close.
Came in third.
Yeah.
Dog came third.
Yeah. Well, like you said on the stream, with second and third and fourth, it was 100 of a second. 5 laps. Dus I got the pace. I knew I was faster, but in the third sector, the SS, that was the only part what I couldn't get my pace in.
Butter Boy, I believe, I remember rightly, he had that corner sussed because he got a couple of people in that corner, even his own guys, even the Amigos guys he left standing in that corner. Yeah. So however Butter Boy approached that corner, he really could carry good speed through it. I'm going to say. But yeah, I know, it was all close, man. That whole race was close. It was, it could have gone either way, couldn't it? Really, without the bits and the bobs that happened, it could have easily been a VRC 1, 2, 3 with Daz up there as well as you as Dokas. But that's racing, I'm afraid. That's the way it goes.
Well, just like and you also connoted also the first race, and we never did a practice race with everybody. But from the start till the end, everybody was coaching each other, helping each other, giving tips. Corey was doing his thing, and from one moment, Des was really going, and me, Noxie, and I think it was Barry, were working together to make a gap for Rido and for Des, so that they go further and further. Then we got a little bit back to the pack. I don't mind, but we gotta win. That was the most important thing, that we got the first race, the first win. So we did it perfect. And okay, I had a little accident. Well, that can happen, but I said it in the chat, and I will say it again. I'm proud to drive with the guys again, and I hope that this will be the beginning of a long-told story. So, I really want to drive again with these guys. It was a really fun, great races. So, and Koi, did a great job. So all credits to him, and he is in the chat. So
he did a great job. Picking a team, coaching the team, getting it all organised. It was fantastic stuff from Koi Cup.
Yeah, sure, yes. So
I enjoyed the race. I thought it was great. I thought it was even Stevens. I thought it was close, really. Their drivers, our drivers. It was
well
nothing in it. It was a nice, straightforward fight. I thought it was good stuff. Maybe a couple of moments here and there, but it's just the way it is. Like I said, if you've all raced with each other, I said at the beginning of it, I said these guys have never raced with each other. There is a learning curve when you race with people, how they race as well. If you know someone's quite aggressive, you won't go for the spot, or you'll let them come slamming over to the side of the track, and then you'll go for the outside line. But you guys didn't have any of that intel. You didn't know who you were racing, so sometimes there is confusion in these things.
Yeah, but we had also a couple of times that I was driving on the inside, Noxie was on the middle, and Mike 24 was going to the right side. I'd say them, Noxie a little bit to the right, and I was just, we were boxing him in, and he was going in, let me see, after going downhill, we were boxing him in. Just by talking. We never tested or practiced about it, but for some reason, we knew what we were doing. We got the pace for it, and that's for me teamwork. So
yeah, you definitely see that. I saw with you Noxie. There was a little pack of you, Noxie and stuff, fighting, and I'll start saying I think these guys are just trying to hold these soft, them medium guys back before your pit stops, trying to slow them down a little bit before your pit stops, go on to the mediums, just to take the edge off for Daz and Rido that were ahead of you guys and stuff like that. So yeah, it was great stuff.
So I made one big mistake. My plan was to go on mediums, so I totally forgot that I got on softs. So I needed to change my strategy. Too bad, but well, that can happen. And like I said, like Digi said, the fuel strategy from ART was great. I've looked up to a couple of guys, and they short-stiffed almost the whole race. A couple of corners, they just, how do they say it?
Coast.
Yeah, coast through the corners, not a maximum riff. So, yeah, they did it brilliant. I was 9 of 10, 9 liters, 10 liters, that's maybe 2 laps. They had 3 to 4 laps over. So, yeah, that was very impressive.
It was. Yeah, I'm hoping we can do it again. I'm hoping you boys get another bite of the cherry, because it's. I think it'll be even closer next time. I think lessons were learned, but by both sides, they know now the speed that you guys have got. So
yeah,
it'll be an interesting matchup.
It was
and like Sky said, Coy said he's got something in the kitchen. He's got something on the pot, bubbling away.
From what I've had message-wise, there seems to be quite a lot going on in the background. So hopefully it won't be too long till stuff's announced.
Yeah, as long as we don't call them gay boys, eh?
Yeah. Enough of that. Enough of that. Right.
Well, yeah. Well, this is my side of the story from yesterday. So.
Yeah, no, great stuff, man. And like I said, your second race, you could have easily, like, especially if the headphones have gone down on the ground and there's a lot of screaming, you could easily lose your head and just drive around at the back. So to come back as you did, it was definitely a good race. But it was a good race by everyone. Everyone involved, I thought, done an absolutely super job. I know Joker's had tyre issues in the first race, which was unfortunate, but it was a high tyre wear. It was a...
Well, yeah, McKeever, isn't it?
Well, no, but that's my opinion. I think 16 was a decent amount for tyre wear. We practiced on softs on 8 laps, and me and I think Rito and somebody else, we could get 9 laps out of it. And the second race, I could pull 2 more laps from where we just practiced. So I don't think it's too high, but that's my opinion.
That's fair
No,
enough.
but obviously,
Yeah, well,
I think Jokas is notoriously very hard in his tyres anyway. He's normally one of the first to pit. He's normally got one of the worst tyre wear out of the bunch on the grid. So, yeah, obviously what I saw at the end of race, well, when I jumped in on race 1 was his front right tyre was near enough red at one point from memory.
I think that was only on lap 8 as well, which these guys said they could get to lap 8. And, but yeah, he was. But he'd lost the positions by then, hadn't he? Because he was already at the back of the pack.
Yeah, so something for you to work on, Jokas. Cool, something for you to work on with Jokas. Tyre wear. Yeah. But yeah, shall we?
Smooth lines through the corners. So right, I'm going to shove you back, Turtle. Well done as well on all the other races.
Thank you.
Are you with us tonight?
Yep.
Yay!
Hey. Well, see you tonight.
Crazy golf to like.
Crazy guys.
Okay, cool.
I'll see you on screen in about an hour and a bit.
Okay, good night.
All right. See you later.
Okay, later.
All right. Right, Digi had his hand up.
It does
he obviously
still, yeah.
had something else to say.
He wanted to carry on with something.
Back
Yeah.
a bit quick.
Hello.
Just quick then, Digi. Come on. Hello.
Yeah, very quick, mate. Very quick. I dropped my phone and I don't know
I got it right.
That's what
Yes.
Hijacker said.
Yeah, I did. I dropped the bloody phone, and it's just when I went to speak again, nothing was happening. I was pulling it out and putting in my headphones and all sorts. Anyways, yeah, just wanted to touch on the Golf GTIs, mate. Oh my goodness, Lord!
I thought you only liked Group 3 cars, did you? I thought that
Mate,
was all you was
I've
interested
never ever, literally, before I tested for that thing there, it had 0 miles on it. It had 0 miles on it. I'd never ever driven the car. I'd never driven the VGT, the Citroen VGT. I'd never driven the Golf. But that got, mate, I'm telling you now, with a little bit of a tune on it, I don't know what it's like on a normal bop or 100.
No, it's horrible on M100 and with standard tune.
I can imagine, because it's not, let's be clear, it's not the greatest of cars with our tune that we got on it. But the racing, oh my God. There was one stage, I think we was on like lap 3 or lap 4 or something like that, and literally every single person was just nose to tail or side to side or
It was scary at Suzuka going into that first corner at Suzuka East. Yeah, I thought you didn't do well at Suzuka as well.
Yeah.
well, the east part of it I managed to work out. The squiggly bit I'm all right with. It's that the other end. The amount of times I've touched that grass at the hairpin just after the Degners,
Yeah.
and spun off. It's not even funny, bruv. It literally is. You know me. I'm very rarely off the track.
Yeah.
At the moment.
No, consistent as hell.
And yeah, I've been saying for ages, it don't matter what the fastest lap time is. You can do 4 fastest lap times. If you put yourself in a hedge and you smash your car up, you're not going to win the race.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm happy to go half a second, 3/4 of a second slower than someone, and I'll stay on the track the whole time. But yeah, the Golfs are something. I've been driving them in the car as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and the what was it? The McGann trophies. The McGann trophies, for some reason, they basically the steering wheel is virtually in the centre of the car. So if you put yourself in there, you've got a really wide field of view. But it gives you a little bit more information. Like you can feel the car move a little bit more. You can feel the brakes. You can hear the brakes. You can hear the tyres squealing a little bit more. The immersion is a bit more better. And I've been driving the Golfs in car, mate, and oh my goodness Lord, I've never raced that close with people with sheer total confidence that they're not going to hit you off. Everybody makes a little mistake here and there, but
yeah, in the stream, like when I said when you were all ploughing down to that first corner, and obviously it's a fast first part and then braking, I just thought, oh, this is going to be bedlam.
Turn, brake. I'm not joking. That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah, it's like
in that order.
Pondering down together, and I was like, "Oh, this is going to end in tears." And you all made it through. It was unbelievable.
It was on with me and Binko, and we're right behind Sky, and we're both if you slow it down, we're just drifting all the way. It's just fucking ridiculous.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Great championship, and I'm really happy that I'm doing it. I usually don't get involved in N cars. If it's got an N in front of it, I don't touch it.
I'm not.
With the tune on it.
Yeah. I'm not exactly the same as you, mate.
It makes it drivable. Definitely makes it drivable. I'm definitely looking forward to this evening. Again, never been around BB Raceway either.
One breaking
should be fun. Should be fun. I've literally never been around there. The hash brown, yeah, I'm half decent. I'm half decent around there. I'm half decent around there, but BB, I don't think I might have been on it once early doors when I first started playing the game, but.
It was one of the ones me and Skydrag could drive around. It wasn't taxing, was it, on the car? There's no real... I don't know. Who am I to say? Because there's that little wiggle, and if you want to cut as close to the barrier as possible, and if you hit that, then you're really...
I was just about to say, watch out.
There was only one braking spot at Suzuka. There was only one place that you needed a brake, and that was turn 1. And the rest of it, there was no brake. I didn't go anywhere near the brake.
But the BB Raceways turn 3. If you're going too wide and you're on the outside of turn 3, watch out because the pit exit's there. Pit entry is there. And with how these understeer coming out of a corner, somebody may end up going into the pit lane by accident.
Well, we're not planning on pitting anyway, so...
No, but I was just saying, if you're on the outside of turn 3, just watch yourself. If you're going if you're going side by side in turn 3, just be careful. Give each other some space.
You may get pitted, yeah.
Yeah, you may get pit boxed. Yeah, exactly that.
You may pit through no choice of your own,
and then receive a pit stop penalty for a pit stop in a sprint race.
Oh dear. Well, no. Again, this week has been brilliant. I've just had some really great races. 2022, I don't think I've finished off the podium, mate. I'm not 100% sure. But 2022, I don't think I've finished off the podium. So hopefully I can keep that going.
There was one round, I think, with the VGT.
Yeah, I think that was over Christmas though, wasn't it? It was bar first. I had a coming together with Yokas at the top of the hill, which put me down a few fair few places.
Sorry, I'm looking now. You've made me go and get my spreadsheet out.
Oh, you've got his stats out now.
I did say think. I did say think. I did say think.
Stat Jacker's out. Go on then, hit us with your stats.
Go on, mate. Go
on. What I've got on here at the moment is a total of 16 races that you've started.
Yeah.
1 pole, 16 top 10, 12 top 5, and 10 podiums.
10.
I'll take it, mate. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it all day long, mate.
Some of them races will be reverse grids, won't they, and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it all day long, mate. I really will. But is it again, as usual?
Great run of form.
Typical great racing. It's the good racing, mate. If you can go get up against people, you might have a little bounce here and a little bounce there, but nothing major. Do you know what I mean? But if you can go against people who you've got a bit of confidence in that ain't gonna punt you off the fucking track, then that makes life easier, and you can just concentrate on driving. You can concentrate on your line. You can concentrate on where they're fast and where you're fast, more particularly where you're faster than them. Where you could, like that one I snuck up at the inside of Skyjacker and
the final corner.
No, not was it final corner?
But when you two
well, maybe not the final corner, but it was the last corner in the lap at Suzuka last week.
No. It was obviously like 2 or 3 corners before, just as you're coming down the hill to go back up again in the middle of the S's.
Okay.
I slipped one up the inside. I don't know if it was Sky, might have been somebody else, but it just the world just opened up for me.
You did finish in front of Sky in the 3rd race. You came 2nd, Skyjacker came 3rd, so it may have been in the 3rd race.
Yeah, possibly. I'm not sure, but it's just been great racing straight up and down of it. I really enjoy it.
It's been a lot more fun than I expected. I was a little bit. I mean, Skyjacker was really pushing the goals after we did the Sunday Cup, and I wasn't 100% sure.
Too keen on it. I'm glad you've done it though, mate.
But because we ran at 150 brake horsepower on that day, and they did seem a little too easy to drive or whatever. So I tried to bump up the speed of them, but it seemed anything. I went for 250 because apparently there was a modded Golf Mark 1 that can get 250 brake horsepower. I found on the internet, so I thought, right, I'll go with that. But you just couldn't steer the thing. It really just was awful to drive at that sort of speed.
Talk steer and all sorts, yeah?
Yeah, it just wouldn't want to go into any corners. Yeah,
just go straight on. As soon as you went anywhere near the throttle, just go straight on.
Like one of them, the Audi R18 or whatever it is, the LMP1 thing.
I've seen Pat really struggling with that with the GTMC. I could see you couldn't get that into a corner, so yeah.
Stay out of second gear, stick it into 3rd, whatever. If you've got to use 2nd, use 3rd. If you've got to use 2nd, use 3rd, mate. That's my top tip for that car there. Or just don't drive it.
So yeah, we reduced the horsepower a bit, and it was a nice little sweet spot. Me and Skyjacker drove around for a bit, and we both agreed it felt nice.
I'm gonna have a little tweak around with my settings and see if I can get it just to sit a little bit on the ground a little bit more. It's a little bit. It's not tail happy. It's a little bit skittish. But
do you have a twiddle? Do you ever play with the setup at every race, or because when I did the Clios, I found quite a nice setup, and I tried changing it, and I thought, no, I preferred how it was. So I've literally the whole season I had virtually the same sort of like setup on the car. It was just the gears that I changed at each race because obviously the straights are all different and stuff.
That's all I've touched. That's all I've touched so far from the standard setup that was on that video. YouTube thing. All I've touched is the gears. I think I'm gonna try and soften it up just a little bit so it accepts the corner a bit more instead of sliding so much.
Nice.
I tune mine each and every single race. I tweak it every single round, and then I play with it.
I ain't got a fucking clue about tuning, mate. It's all cloak and dagger, magical mystery tour stuff for me, mate. I do it, and if it feels good, I leave it. If it don't, I don't touch it. You know what I mean? I put it back to where it was. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this evening.
Me too.
And so I'll catch you guys then. Yeah.
All right. Cheers, Digi. Thank you.
See you then on the stream.
Brilliant stuff. Well done to the VRC team.
They're sort of like the second team, didn't they? So it's like they should have lost
a tiny bit of just. I mean, it helps. It helps with everybody, I think. But just a little tiny bit of trying to run as a team, where you're trying.
Said that. He said they were
trying to stop each other.
Yeah, he said there was a lot of that going on, especially within Noxie and that when they were trying to hold the field up for Daz out up at the front there.
Yeah, and, it's early doors, isn't it? It's early doors, so they're going to have more chances to do that. But yeah, I saw a couple of people fighting that really shouldn't have been fighting. We were 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and you got 3rd, 4th, and 5th fighting, and it didn't make much sense to me.
Yeah.
But they were doing that as well. I saw the Amigo boys again.
Yeah.
And I was just
Yeah,
like, ooh, come on, boys.
For sure.
It's just that racing head gets on, doesn't it, when you feel a bit faster. You're like, I'm getting past. What the hell? He's not letting me pass.
Of course. You want to win. That's what we're here for. It's a results-based game. Do you know what I mean? If you finish last, you don't feel as good as you do if you finish first.
No.
But it's just one of those, isn't it? But when you're playing as a team, it doesn't matter what position you're finishing, as long as you're finishing in front of the other team.
Definitely. Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? When we did ours, I was dog shit. I was dog shit. It's as plain and simple as that. I was dog shit. But when I knew Zeno was coming, and I knew I could keep him behind me for a lap, maybe two, and that's what I did, and that helped out for the long run for the team. So I might not have had the greatest race in the world, and I wasn't being lapped. That was what it was.
He come out of the pits, yeah.
And he came out of the pits while I was still on my old tyres, and I knew I could keep him behind me for a little while. So I basically just said, you know what, sod it, I'm not going to worry about trying to get past anyone. I'm just going to stay here and make sure that he can't get past me.
Yeah.
And I was putting my car in some positions that it didn't like very much, and I don't think Zeno liked it very much either. But hey,
that's a strange line, did you?
Yeah, literally going the longest way around and stuff like that to keep him as far out on the outside as possible.
But yeah, I thought they could have played a similar tactic, but their two leaders pitted when Homesick Alien in the second race, because I remember Homesick Alien had someone in front of him. And then there was someone ahead of them who pitted, and I thought, this bloke's going to slow right down in front of Homesick. And he disappeared into the pits, and I thought, they missed an opportunity there, yeah.
Yeah.
Really need to slow Homesick.
But anyway, gentlemen, I shall see you in about an hour's time.
Yeah.
In a bit, mate.
Awesome stuff, mate. I'll see you then.
Speak to you soon, chaps.
All right, mate.
Cool.
Catch up.
See you then. I don't know when you're wanting to go to. I know you've got to... your gear together.
Yeah, I'm whenever you want to, mate. Unless somebody else wants to come up, say anything. Unless you've got anything you want to add. I've not got rant hour yet.
No, I haven't. I tried to look up that Race of Champions. I couldn't find anything, so I don't know if it was a sim racer who beat Vettel. Maybe they did a sim bit. I'm not sure. I tried to Google it, and it just came up with loads of numbers. And just where to watch Race of Champions.
Yeah, today was the last day of it, apparently.
Because Bottas dropped out of the race, because I saw the memes of saying, Bottas have got beat on day one of the Race of Champions. So that's all seems to be the top story.
It was all snow and ice, wasn't it? Loeb beats Vettel to be crowned Race of Champions.
What was that, sorry?
Loeb beats Vettel. So,
Loeb did it, did he?
Yeah, I think Loeb beat in the final.
Oh, excellent. It does say Vettel beaten by sim racer at Race of Champions, but...
Loeb's not a sim racer, is he?
No, he's definitely not. He's one of the best rally drivers probably since McRae.
Lucas Blakely, apparently, from what I've just been told.
Right.
He's an F1 sim racer. I don't know. All I saw was that Loeb thing on the website.
I've just seen Lucas Blakely defeating four-time F1 champ Vettel.
Yeah,
the biggest moment in his life. Well, that's until he gets offered the drive. They all get offered the drive, these sim races. There was a couple that did that GT Sport thing, and I think there's one in not GT Sport. It was the
GT Academy. Yeah, the guy who ended up with a seat for Nissan, and then didn't. The guy who won the first FIA GT Championship got offered a seat as well, didn't he? I can't remember his name now.
Yeah, I remember seeing some sort of like news story about these sim races that are changing over to actual racing.
It's maybe not the technical side of it, but it's the physical side of it. It's the feeling the G-forces and stuff like that makes it a whole lot different. But if you've got an understanding, you've got an understanding, haven't you? So.
they must see that there's some talent in the sim racing pool for these guys to get moved up. For sure.
Definitely. But a lot of them become like, well, I think Razor Brown just messaged me there that the guy who beat him was, who's F1 simulator driver? The guy who beat him is that Lucas Blakely is an Aston Martin F1 sim racer, whatever that means. But a lot of them become like simulator test drivers, don't they?
Yeah. Right, yeah. He needs to drive somewhere, doesn't he? Obviously.
Clearly.
Aston Martin, they're finding a spot. They take part in a lot of different racing.
Wow, yeah. GT,
or maybe they're just lining up for when Vettel retires.
What do you reckon that's on the horizon?
I'm not sure. I suppose it depends on what sort of season he has here, but he doesn't seem to care if he has a bad season, does he? He's not like finishes second and disappears from the public eye altogether. He don't care where he comes. He did it for Ferrari for a while and didn't seem to mind.
I think as long as
Alonso used to get really sulky about it and start moaning and stuff, but he didn't. He just sort of carried on.
Yeah,
I was really surprised with it. Well, he did that thing with the podium, I suppose, at Canada, and I think that was what sealed his fate with Ferrari because they don't like that sort of thing.
No.
When he changed the numbers over between him and Hamilton.
No. Ferrari are very. These are the rules. Follow the rules. This is what we say.
Because he wasn't even going to go to the podium, was he? I think the team forced him because he just went straight in the garage. So, yeah, I don't know, because I always thought it was very strange. I know they wanted Leclerc. Leclerc's their golden child, isn't he? But Carlos Sainz has kind of shown that Leclerc isn't as much the golden child as they probably thought. And, yeah.
But,
I'm starting to look forward. I'm starting to get a buzz about Formula One as well this season. I know the Haas has been released.
I don't know. I think I'll get testing out of the way and then I might actually get interested.
But yeah, I'm starting to get that buzz just before a season starts. Thinking,
man, that buzz has got to last a little while still. I know. Hey, that buzz has still got to last a little while. You got over a month, didn't you? End of March, isn't it?
Yeah,
season?
Yeah, it's not until March. I thought it was mid-March, but
19th, isn't it?
Sure. Yeah, but in February they test. That's what I mean. So we've got the tests coming up. We've got the car launches in the next 2 weeks. One's already launched.
Yeah.
And I saw a lovely mock-up of a McLaren in our Discord. Someone posted, I think it was Jokers.
Yeah, Jokers.
I don't think it's the actual car, but it'd be nice if that was what it looked like. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Similar, but they swapped blue for grey, I think, and it really worked. Or black. So, yeah, it's all of it. I mean, because like next couple of weeks we've got all the car launches, and I'd love to see how different the Red Bull's going to look and the Haas.
Yeah, but it'll be nice. It'll be nice to see some new cars, new shaped cars, if you like. Look a lot more sleek and streamlined and whatnot. Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So,
but first of all, you've got to get the Golfs out of the way tonight at PB Raceway. Yeah. Oh, I suppose we could do a week ahead. I know I saw that in Discord. I'm sure I did. That he's put up what this week's racing is. So the rivals, we already said, they're in the mud at Colorado, I believe.
Yeah, Colorado, yeah.
And then you've got Thursday off this week for a bit of PRC testing. You guys trying out your new cars? Is it a good mix? I haven't seen the sign up lately. I haven't really seen what the. I know you were struggling to get people to sign on the American cars, but I think that's not it's on. It seems like there's a few Americans.
Yeah, it's all sorted itself out. We've got we're a full grid, especially with obviously you coming back onto days for work. So full grid.
We'll be live all the time now, guys.
I've still got 2 guys to let me know what they want to drive, but so far the split is 7 and 6. So
that'd be nice. That's good.
Yeah, and that starts on the 17th at Autopus.
See, the Ford GT might make an appearance as well. There was only one person in the Ford GT last time, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Riley Dutch, was it? And he didn't last.
Didn't last hardly any. Electric's a reserve, and he's gone for the Ford GT, but Homesick and Knox is still to let me know what they want to race in. So they might want to, they might not. So.
Can he not drive a Nissan? Homesick. I thought that's all he drove nowadays.
No. There's a strict list. Tried to keep them competitive with each other, and not so the Japanese cars just run away with it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Should be fun.
And I love the decals as well. I love the Japanese and the American decals. I saw them the other day on Discovery. I think I was trying to do a search for something and saw a few VRC things and thought, oh, look at that.
Well, no, we didn't make them. I robbed them off of somebody else.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, what I saw, maybe I saw them in our Discord then or something, but
maybe.
Hot dog, they're nice. Be interesting how people incorporate that into their liveries.
Yeah.
It's always my favourite bit, just running up to a season and then people start posting their liveries and I get a good look at their cars and I'm like, that's pretty. Ooh, that's pretty. It's like car porn. And then to see him in action on the track. And the first race you're having is...
Autopolis.
I don't know. Oh, no, you're not doing it. I thought there was a campaign to know more for Autopolis. It's a Marmite track, isn't it?
Yeah, but given the theme of the championship, I think it's got to be in there. So we start off in the Orient in Japan with Autopolis GP, so the full one. Then we go to Yamagiwa, then Suzuka, and then Fuji Short. And then we head over the Pacific to Big Willow, Blue Moon, Laguna Seca, and then Special Stage Route X. And then the traditional final round is a random draw. And it'll be at anywhere else other than where they are, other than in Japan or the USA.
What was it in season one? It ended up being a really good track, didn't it? Everyone got all like, wee. Was it Spa or something?
I can't remember now. It was a while ago.
No, I don't.
It was about a year ago now.
Remember that sort of stuff. Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah, that's a championship to look forward to. And so, for the week of racing in the VRC, we have the arrivals at Colorado Springs, as we mentioned. I guess that's short sprint races. Usually on the mud they do.
Yeah, 15-minute sprint races.
With the Joker lap again, do you know?
I think so, yeah.
I like the Joker lap, it's good. Yeah, cool. And then Thursday evening, we've got the WRX Challenge, and that's round 6 at Tokyo Expressway. And I've got a feeling it might be done.
Should be.
Sure, in seasons in past, it seems to always rain that weekend that the WRX Challenge guys go there. Strange.
Well, if the weather allows for rain, it always rains when the WRX Challenge gets there. So.
That's it. It is cool though. It is cool because they're there driving around, spray everywhere. They're sliding about, and then they go onto that bridge. And I mean, it's the longest tunnel with a really long straight. Just I don't know if it killed the tyres or not, but it must be weird driving on both different surfaces.
In previous seasons, it's been East Outer Loop. This one is South Inner Loop. So this is one where the pit lane is in the halfway around the track.
He's done his. I'm not pointing anything out that Talleyrand may have done erroneous, but he's put EOL on the race in the week ahead.
Has he?
Yeah. Get it right.
God, gaffer.
Someone, come on. Communication, boys. We had this meeting. No, we didn't have a VRC meeting. Just like to. I've been watching a lot of The Office again, so I want to say, right, everyone into the meeting room. We'll have a meeting.
American office, though. Okay, no, Talleyrand's changed it to East Outer Loop. I originally had it as South Inner Loop.
Oh, there you go. Then.
Oh, well. Yeah, fair enough. Fair dude, boss man.
And then that's what happens when you give up your evening and you let someone else play with your baby.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Dummies.
It's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind. It's fine.
No, very cool. You get to play with it. No.
Yeah.
Are you getting NTC? I was going to say, you getting NTCC for
no.
Nah,
not yet.
And then we've still got this week's golfs to go, but obviously Sunday after is Tsukuba. That'll be interesting. Lots of corners there. You'll be using your brakes there, did you? You won't be able to boast that you only used your brakes once in that one. So, yeah, that's the week ahead, and I don't know if anyone still tries those daily races, but this a week is Race A's Laguna Seca in an N100. N100, what do we think? Oh, I don't know, I'm not even going to guess.
No,
Race B, Sardinia B Reverse in a Group 3. And Race C is Catalunya in a Group 4 car. Seems the wrong way round, that. Sardinia and Catalunya. You think Catalunya would suit a Group 3 car better, but that's the way they've gone.
Giving up the dailies a cack.
No,
the choices are cack, the combos are cack, the driving's cack. It's all just cack. It's just call them the shitters. I hate them.
All right. Yeah. No, well, I hardly ever. I think I go in there and then I look at the races and I just think, I don't fancy any of those. And maybe now and again, if Race A's got an interesting car they give you that I haven't got or tried, I might give it a quick one. But I never feel fulfilled after a race. I always feel a bit empty inside. Like I've just been ganged something.
Yeah. No, they're not the most pleasant of experiences most of the time. But yeah,
not really. It's spoiled for VRC, and I suppose after watching all those and commentating on all those VRC races, I have this image in my mind what racing is, and then I go into the dailies, and that is what they do.
Yeah,
they don't do what we do.
No.
Cool. Well, that's it then. So that's the week ahead. We've had a good chat with Turtle and DG.
Yeah.
Again, another massive congratulations to my co-host Skyjacker on winning the first championship of the year for the VGT, and hopefully loads more to come. Usually you find that once one's won, you just can't stop. That was like Racer Brown.
I'd like to think that, but I don't know. Like I said at the beginning, I think it'll be 3 years till the next one. Another 530 races.
We'll have to see. And big huge congratulations to can I name check them all? The Hawks, the virtual races Hawks or whatever they're called. But that's what. Let me see. Daz, I know he got one. Turtle, Jokers, Barry Twins, Noxie. How many do we have? 7.
Rido.
2. Rido. He had a great first race. And Pat. Sorry, because Pat won there in second race. I forgot. Sorry, Pat. He's not had internet problems for a long time as well. It was. I felt bad for him because I think when you think you've got your internet sorted and it kicks out on you.
Yeah.
It did that to me in Rivals during the week, but luckily it was right at the end of the race, so I thought, phew, got away with that one.
It's also the risk of somebody else hosting, isn't it? That's the other one.
Yeah, well, with Jokes having his problem and party, I thought it may have been the host's connection. But when I went into the room, he did have 3 or 4 bars. You see the strength of someone's room.
Yeah.
He had it in green, but it might not work for Pat. And
we're not immune from connection issues. I mean, we had one on Thursday as well, didn't we? So, but yeah, it happens.
Yeah, look, seems to be more and more, isn't it, lately, as we're getting closer to GT7's release?
As they're taking power out of the servers.
Yeah.
We just had a new person join. Hello, Ruan101. Hello.
Yeah, I saw that coming up on the iPad. Ruan, welcome.
Yeah. Right, shall we...
we'll wrap this up because I've got to try and have something quick to eat.
Yeah, and I've got to get brew ready and set up and everything. So.
Cool. Well, good luck to all you golf boys tonight. You've been extremely entertaining. Again, I've already said well done to Skyjacker. I said well done to the VRC crew that raced on Saturday evening. And good luck in the week coming. Matt Psycho, he's got to get some points in that WRX. Racer Brown's not so good on the mud either, Matt Psycho, so might be a chance.
Just quickly.
He's waving.
Just quickly. That thing we were messaging earlier about, do you want to do it or not?
That thing that we were messaging about, do I want to do it? Well, I'm not sure. I mean, I've never done it before. And I mean, if you're gentle, if you promise to go a bit gentle and use plenty of lube, then maybe.
No, not gentle. No lube.
Doing this on Monday night again?
Well, I don't know. It's up to you.
Oh, I don't know, because we've spoke about it, or we'd just be talking about the same stuff, or we'd just be talking
No,
about the
not
golf.
about doing it like
Let's see what
tomorrow.
happens.
I'll message you anyway.
Oh, in future, yeah. Well, I wondered if it was going to go back to Wednesdays. I wasn't sure, but yeah, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. You know me, I ain't got no life.
I'll drop you a message later on then. I'll drop you a
My
message.
missus has turned into a mad bookworm, so she don't care what I do. She just wants to sit there and read her bloody Kindle about erotic novels. Every time I read any of it, it seems erotic.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I'm
okay, no worries. I'll drop you a message. We'll sort it out between ourselves, mate. All right then.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
All right. Right then. Well, thank you everyone for joining us at Pitstop Week 5. Things are hotting up in the VRC. We've had our first champion in. He's got a lovely picture in the Hall of Champions. So please do go and have a look at that and click on the little champagne well done emoji. And yes, Rivals will be the next one. We see a champion coming through, and it looks like Bunny is on the move. Sorry, Racer Brown.
Go Bunny. Sorry, Racer Brown.
Poor old Racer Brown. He's going to get complex, isn't he? Screw you guys. I'm going to go and race for Amigos.
Yeah, I'm off. No, no. Good. Well, it's whoever gets it. Well done. But yeah, go Bunny. Right then. Good night.
All right, guys. Great stuff. Thank you for joining us here at the Pit Stop, and we will see you. I don't know. Probably, maybe. Me and Skyjacker will discuss it. We'll have a meeting. Everyone in the meeting room. We'll have a meeting and find out the best day for this. Because we know you want your roasty on a Sunday. You don't want to be listening to us. So hopefully, one of the evenings during the week will be the best time. Okay, I'm going to go because I can't.